The purpose of this video is to show you how to access your authority's budget report in Paris and enter, modify, or delete information. We'll start on the authority homepage. Use the menu on the left-hand side of your screen to navigate to the budget report. Clicking on this will bring you to the Select Fiscal Year page for the budget report. You will see 3 separate columns on this page that each contain information about the individual budget reports. The Action column is how we access a report to edit it or generate a PDF report. Please note that there is a standalone video that walks users through how to generate a PDF report. The Fiscal Year End Date column indicates which fiscal year we will be looking at, and the Status column indicates the status of the report. The status of a report can be unsubmitted, certified, or resubmit. An unsubmitted status means the report has never been submitted. A certified status means that the authority has certified and submitted the report, and a status of resubmit indicates that a report was certified and submitted at some point but has been reopened, usually for edits of some kind. It is important to note that these training videos have been recorded using our Paris Test Authority accounts, so you may see all statuses here. For your authority, reporting is required in chronological order and you should not skip years of reporting. If you have questions on your reporting status, please reach out to the ABO to discuss. The budget report is due 60 days prior to the start of the fiscal year for local authorities and 90 days prior to the start of the fiscal year for state authorities. A budget report is meant to be a snapshot of the budget at the time it was approved by the board. This means the budget is based on information that is available at that time, including estimates for the current year and proposed future years. To open the budget report for which you would like to enter or modify information, find the correct fiscal year end date and click Select. This will open the budget report instructions page. These instructions will provide you with the sections of law that require each specific report. Here you will see that Section 2801 of the Public Authorities Law requires public authorities to submit budget information prior to the start of their authority's fiscal year. You can now see on the left-hand side of your screen that the budget report menu has expanded and there are now 3 pages below it: the Budget and Financial Plan, the link to the budget report, and the budget report submittal. Please note that you will only see the budget report submittal page if you have the role of certifier. Our first step will be to look at the Budget and Financial Plan page. Here you will see columns for 6 years of budget and financial information. You will see a column for the last year's actual revenues and expenses, the estimated revenues and expenses for the current year, the adopted budget for the upcoming year, and then the proposed budgets for 3 years in the future. Public Authorities Law requires this information to be reported for all authorities. Click Modify at the top of the column that you would like to enter information for. This will open a separate page for each year with fields to be filled in. It is important to keep in mind that the categories in this screen are a template for all types of authorities. You may have to review definitions of these categories if the subfields do not match what is in your budget exactly. To help with that, a Definitions button is available at the bottom right of the page. This is very helpful and it is recommended to review the definitions provided if you are unsure of what is being asked. Budget information for each year should be entered in full dollar amounts with no rounding to the nearest thousands or millions and on a modified accrual basis. Another important note at this point: if one column should be all zeros for each category, you will need to click on the Modify button for that column and then the Save button. Otherwise, the system will return an error when you try to certify your budget. You can see here that the $0 will be updated to 0.00 after Modify is clicked and the page is saved. Once a column has been modified and saved, you will see that there is a Delete option available at the top of the column. Clicking Delete will open a page that cannot be edited with the revenues and expenses listed, and there will be a Delete button and a Cancel button at the bottom of the screen. Using the delete button is useful if you would like to remove all data from a column that has already been filled in. We understand that there are some authorities who update their budgets throughout the year based on funding allocations from other sources or other information that did not become available until after their budget report was submitted. Please note that the ABO will not open budget reports for these updates to be made. They can be made in the next year's budget report. Information does not roll forward into the following year, so you will need to enter data for all 6 columns in each subsequent year. The ABO would also like to remind authorities that PARIS does not require you to enter all information during one session. You can always return to enter more information in an unsubmitted report at a later time without losing information that was previously entered and saved. The next page on the left-hand side of the screen is the Link to Budget Report page. Public Authorities Law requires authorities to make their budget documents available to the public on their website. Here, you are asked to provide the URL to access the authority's budget documents that have been posted on your official website. Be sure to click Save before moving on. After completing the budget and financial plan and providing the website link to your budget documents, the next step will be reviewing the budget report submittal page. Please note that while a preparer or certifier can enter the report data, only those with the role of certifier will see the report submittal page on the left-hand side of the screen and be able to submit the report. By checking this box, the certifier is verifying that the information being submitted is complete and accurate to the best of their knowledge and that it has been presented to and accepted by the board. If this is true, the certifier will check the box and click Submit to submit the report.